Well, hello there, and welcome to my animal TV show, which is
Extreme Animals.
Today we'll be talking about, for me, an extreme animal, for you, probably a boring animal. That is an extraordinary one. So, we'll be talking about
Sloths.
Well, the most well-known characteristic of sloths is that they are very, slow. Yes, very, very slow. But that doesn't mean that they are really boring. In fact, the sloth is one of the most extreme animals on the planet. And that doesn't mean because they only poop just once a week.
The extreme life of sloths.
So sloths really are extremely slow. Their top speed clocked in just 0.25 kilometers per hour, and that makes them the slowest animal on the entire planet. But why are they really slow? Well, because like 16 million years ago, they went almost completely blind. So if you are completely or almost blind, well, you better go slow than fast and got eaten. So yeah, that's why sloths go so slow. And also, on the day, their light is too bright for them and they can't see anything. So they go slow, slow, slow. Well, being sluggish, it sounds like a liability, but really it isn't. It comes with all facts of benefits. And now I'm going to tell you the benefits. They're so interesting. They will blow your mind out of your brain. For one, they save an enormous amount of energy. Like an enormous one. In fact, sloths use like 90% energy more than average mammal. 90% energy more than the rest of average mammal, and which, believe me, it is vital for them. And their diet, is low energy snack consisting of leaves with a side of leaves. But now I'm not going to taste it. It's not tasty. In fact, being slow, sloths avoid detection. The detection from the eagles who wants to eat them, and also for the leopards. So they can't really see them because they are so slow. So probably you will say that sloths don't die very easily. Well, this isn't right. And sloth has another amazing characteristic. He can turn his head 217 degrees. Well, this is extraordinarily cool. And he can smell the predators for all over the place. They want to hunt him. And this is extremely useful when you spend, most of the time motionless in a normal tree. In fact, sloths sleep, mate, and even get birth, all when they're hanging outside on a branch like this. Very nice. But my question for you is, how are they just standing there? How is this possible to happen? Well, they got special tendons in their hands which lock in to place, and they just hang in there. They have three ones, and they're like hook-like fingers. They stay in the tree, stay fixed in there, and they can stay like 1 month. I don't know. It's so amazing. In fact, they're like a giant coat hanger. Like this. Woo! It's a sloth. And if you hang upside down, you know that is blood in your head everywhere. But they have some special kind of valves in their head that stop the circulation of the blood to go in this part of the brain part, you know. But if you think that that's extreme, consider this. Well, once a week, they go in an extremely dangerous journey. Where? Why? Where? The answer is down the tree. And why? To poop. Why is this dangerous journey? Well, Mr. Poop can tell us. Well, this is an extreme journey because
the sloth can smell predators right in that way, so they cannot talk to him. And this is very, very, very dangerous. Most of sloths die making poop like me.
Thank you, Mr. Poop. For now, goodbye. They also put some smell on the poop, and they mate that way. You know, like how can loneliness sloth mate? Well, the other mate, female or male, smell that thing and go, like they enter and they mate. And that is extremely amazing. This is sort of like a little signpost, you know. It's just their signpost. And if there's one thing that really pushes sloths out of the top, is the rother. The rother, because, you know, they live mostly in the water, is, well, wet. And it has their own ecosystem with algae all over the place. So this is sort of a sloth, yeah? But this is the sloth's fur. So it has algae all over the place. I'll show you right now.
Well, imagine this kind of algae in a sloth's fur. Isn't it extreme? Just look at the algae.
And also, they have some sort of fungi and beetles that you can find just in the sloth's fur. Isn't it extreme? What? And their fur has some properties to fight with malaria. And some sort of properties inside of it that can fight malaria. So, and also in some ecosystems, the sloths really aren't slow. Like in the water, they swim like a daredevil. So, now, do you think that sloths are boring? Or that they are really extreme animals? Tell me. Please tell me.